because there is no end. There's no point at which enough is enough. No matter what you give them, the far left will demand more. And this is why we are seeing, as the national anthem was played, NY Liberty and Seattle Storm walked off the floor as part of the social justice initiative. Oh, just kneeling, right? It was just kneeling during the anthem. Now they're literally leaving the room during the anthem. This pisses me off. You want to kneel? Fine. You want to leave the room? Fine. The kneeling? Okay, you're making a statement. I don't like that either. That makes me angry because I feel like at this point, you're bowing down to some fringe ideology that flies in the face of all of the progress of this country and our civil liberties. Civil liberties and civil rights law that my family counts on. You are spitting in their face. In California, I'll say it for the 50 billionth time, it's this initiative, it's these people that are trying to get the civil rights law repealed. And they voted for it in the Assembly and the Senate. And it's going to go to a referendum, and they're going to approve it. That's my prediction. And they walk out on our national anthem. If you don't want to pledge allegiance, if you don't want to hold your hand over your heart, you don't have to do it. And if you want to leave, that's every right as well. But I'm sick and tired of them calling it social justice. I'm sick and tired of them pushing further and further every day, and they will. Soon they'll demand we not even play it. And they'll say, no one's even in the room anyway, so just stop playing it. Then they'll say, don't display the flag. No one's in the room anyway. They're already trying to take back all of the progress we earned through the civil rights era. I'm not joking. Look it up. Well, now it's going a bit beyond just leaving, the rooms. We're seeing calls for a boycott. Okay, you know what? I'm game. I didn't watch anyway. Does anybody really watch the WNBA? I was going to pull up the Family Guy joke, but for copyright issues, I can't. But check this out. Aubrey Huff says, in response to the Red Sox putting up a Black Lives Matter billboard, hey, Red Sox, may as well paint on the green monster in bold lettering. We disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family. That statement is literally on the Black Lives Matter website. I'm not happy with where things are going. Never been a big sports fan, but I like the Super Bowl. I like the World Series. Like most regular people, and I mean regular people, not sports fans, I'd go to a sports bar with my friends. I'd order some nice boneless wings with some garlic Parmesan sauce, the best. And you'd watch the game in the background or the fight. Not a big sports fan. But when the big MMA fight is happening, we go get wings, have a drink, and we hang out with our friends, and that's our entertainment. The same is true for baseball. This is what I've been saying for quite some time. When it came to Gamergate stuff, video games, card games, my first reaction was, I don't care if somebody wants to make a video game that's super woke, because I just won't buy it and I'll play the games that I do like. Now, they started encroaching into other spaces, like card games, like Magic the Gathering. At first I said, look, man, stop trying to change the game. I just want to make the vampire dude fight the goblin dude. It's a fun strategy game. Don't make it political. Then they started banning cards for being racist. Now they're kneeling and putting up protest signs at baseball games, and I'm getting angrier and angrier, and I am getting really angry about it. I am not even a fan of baseball. I just want to sit in a bar, have some boneless wings, and have the game play in the background while me and my friends talk about what's been going on in our lives, because sometimes we just don't want to talk about politics. I talk about it for 4 hours per day. They've shut the bars down. Cuomo says, no ordering wings. That one doesn't count. Haven't been able to, I went to one restaurant in the past couple of weeks. Now it's getting annoying. Everything's political. Everything's a protest. The protests are allowed. The people are kneeling at the ball game. And now they're actually walking out on the national anthem. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I wasn't a big fan to begin with, but I'm the opposite of whatever a fan is at this point. Calls to boycott Major League Baseball trends after players kneel during national anthem. I am holding myself back from swearing, okay? Not necessarily at these people, but at the concept of politicizing everything, the things that should not be politicized. You want to see riots and outrage? Keep doing this. I warned about this. I did. Last year, when I said, how long until you think the social justice initiatives come for major league sports? You want to see outrage? Wait till they do that. It's one thing when they say this video game needs to have a strong positive message for social justice causes. And people got mad. It's another thing when your baseball players are all kneeling and wearing the shirts and putting up the banners. That's right. Bend the knee to our ideology. Your entertainment be damned. We want you to talk about politics and revolution. Well, guess what? You're going to lose your fans. Not that you can have them in the stands anyway because of COVID, but you're going to lose your fans. And you're already seeing a ton of people. The best thing they could have done, literally nothing. You know why? If Major League Baseball did nothing, then people wouldn't care. Like nobody would say anything. But they decided to enter the fray, and now you will reap what you have sown. People like me, who barely were fans to begin with, but would go to a ball game for fun, I don't want to have anything to do with it. I think I've been to one ball game in the past 4 years. It's a fun thing to do every so often. Some people have season passes. Some people want to go to every single game. It is a fun thing to do. Man, look, sitting in the stands, you get a nice ballpark dog. Those are some of the best, right? Get some nachos, some drinks, maybe some wings, hang out with your friends. You know, I saw this really cool thing. I guess it's like a common thing where it's a cup. And the lid of the cup is actually a dish that holds your French fries and you can drink and then dip the fries. How awesome is that? Now that is ingenuity. That is American invention right there. Now what's this? Now I don't even want to think about it. Because listen, if you want to protest, that's fine, man. I don't care. It's America. For me personally, there's very few places of refuge now to get away and sort of detox. Every day I read nothing but news. The last thing I want to see is when I want to sit down with somebody and be like, oh yeah, there's baseball's on, huh? Yeah, they'll go, the guy's got that's a home run. And then everyone's doing this Black Lives Matter kneeling thing, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, man. I'm going to put on cartoons or something. I'm going to put on some cartoons from 2010 before all this stuff started happening. I got good news for you. I got good news for you if you're a part of the industry. You may have lost all your fans because they can't come out to, because of COVID. And you may have lost many fans because you decided to get political. But the good news is they decided to go full on Black Mirror in one of the creepiest things I have ever seen. Virtual fans will be digitally placed when they play these games. Good. You'll need the fake robo fans because you won't have any real ones left after all the stupid things you're doing. But I gotta be honest. This fake fans thing, look at this. No fans, not on Fox Sports. Thousands of virtual fans will attend the game. They are putting fake CGI people in the stands. This is one of the creepiest, most nightmarishly dystopian things I have ever seen. You know what? Fine. Major League Baseball can go down in flames. You reap what you have sown. Period. Look at this. The Verge writes, Fox Sports will use virtual fans created in Unreal Engine to fill empty stadiums and MLB broadcasts. This is horrifying and awful. It's just the worst thing. You can do the politics, man, but this may be the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. I cannot get over how grotesque this is. Now, I'm not exaggerating. If you got no fans, well, then you put no fans in the stands. You can't have fans because of COVID. Well, too bad. You don't get fans in the stands because of COVID. Are we really doing this Black Mirror thing? You ever see that episode where the people live in these tiny cubicles and then their walls are screens and their avatar is in the stands during the shows? This is what we're doing. It's even worse in some other places. Take a look at this one. They're putting cardboard cutouts of people. I'm sorry, man. I think we've fallen apart. I guess 2020 was the year the United States finally just could not bear it any longer. The media is ripping people apart. It's creating insane divisions. It's lies stacked on lies stacked on lies. The politics then infect things like baseball, which aren't supposed to be overtly political. They can be to some degree. Sometimes politics seeps in, but this is just way over the top. And now here's where we are. The American people have been replaced by cardboard cutouts, not an exaggeration, and digital CGI people. Because there's nothing left, man. Our culture's been stagnating for a while. COVID is an unprecedented disaster. And maybe we'll get through this like we have many other hard times. And there'll be a dramatic change. And hopefully it'll be for the better. I worry that it'll actually be for the worse because you've got a bunch of very prominent, insane people in high levels of media and cultural institutions. And now they're in baseball. Now, something that was literally just a dude with a bat, got a piece of wood, someone going to throw a ball, he's going to hit it, has now become a protest for Black Lives Matter. I'm not going to watch it. And not because it's about the politics necessarily, but because I want to get away from the politics. What I mean is, I'm not here to say I am angry about this specific, protest slogan. It's more so, don't get political. You want to have the national anthem? I like that. I'm an American. You want to pledge allegiance to the flag or whatever? I'm fine with it. Fine. I'm an American. You want to have a bunch of different religious ideology, cult stuff? I'm out, man. I'm going to go do something else. I don't want to be involved in this. We'll see how this plays out. This could be possibly the worst get woke, go broke we've ever seen. And we just had, A&E cancel Live PD, a $300 million program. Maybe this will be worse. Let's see how the numbers do when you play these games with politics. Why? Because opposition to Black Lives Matter is on the rise, now at 36% among all demographics, according to CivIQ. You have just lopped off a third of your potential viewer base. Why? So you can say some words? I'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thanks for hanging out.